Sweetheart, that treat yourself you did at 11:47 p.m., that wasn't self-care. That was a coping mechanism with free 2-day shipping. Stick around, y'all. We're answering every single one, and I promise you'll laugh before you cry, which is the only order I do things in. Okay, confession time, because that's how we start around here. Last Tuesday, I bought a bread maker. I do not make bread. I have never made bread. I once burned water, which I didn't know was possible until I did it. But there I was, 11:52 at night, watching a woman on my phone knead dough in a linen apron in a kitchen that had more natural light than my entire life, and I thought, that could be me. It could not be me. That woman wakes up at 5 a.m. on purpose. I wake up at 5 a.m. by accident, and I'm furious about it. But I bought the bread maker. And you know where the bread maker lives now? Next to the air fryer I used twice, the smoothie era blender, and a yoga ball that is technically just furniture my dog is scared of. I'm not a hoarder, y'all. I'm just emotionally sentimental with a debit card. So here's where it gets real. A couple months back, I'm helping my friend Deena move. And Deena, bless her whole heart, has a closet. And in this closet is a section she calls the tag graveyard. Clothes, with the tags still on them. Not one or two, sweetheart, 30-something pieces. Dresses she bought for the version of herself she was gonna become. A blazer for the boss era. Jeans 2 sizes down for when I get back on track. A pair of heels so tall they came with a legal disclaimer. And she's holding this one dress, gorgeous, coral, tags dangling, and she goes, real quiet, I bought this the week Mama got sick. And there it was, the whole thing, right in her hands. Because that dress was never a dress, it was a distraction. It was something she could control when everything else was chaos. When you can't fix the big scary thing, you can at least pick a size, choose a color, get a little dopamine drip, drip, drip delivered to your porch in a cardboard box. We didn't buy those clothes because we needed clothes. We bought a feeling. And the feeling wore off somewhere between the checkout screen and the front door. So we did it again. And again. 32 times, tags on. Deena's not broken. Deena's just human, running the same software we're all running. She was just brave enough to open the closet with the lights on. Alright, let's unpack it, for real this time. Lights on. And I'm gonna answer the exact questions y'all are typing into that little search bar at 1 a.m. Because I've been there, thumb hovering, pretending I'm researching. So, what is a no-buy year? A no-buy year is exactly what it sounds like, but softer than the internet makes it seem. It's a set period, could be a year, could be 3 months, whatever you can actually keep, where you stop buying anything that isn't a genuine need. Food, meds, rent, gas, yes. A fourth candle called Huga Autumn Whisper? No ma'am. It's not punishment, it's a pause. You're not giving up spending, you're giving your money back its meaning. Okay, then how do I start a no-buy year in 2026? Start small and start honest. 1. Pick your rules and write them down. Needs stay, wants go, and you name your danger zones, the categories where you leak money without noticing. For me, it's kitchen gadgets and anything a woman in linen recommends. 2. Unsubscribe from the emails and delete the saved cards because willpower loses to one click every single time. 3. Make a want it list instead of a cart. You write the thing down, and if you still want it in 30 days, we'll talk. 90% of the time, you won't even remember the bread maker's name. Now the tender one. Why do I impulse buy when I'm stressed? Because your nervous system is looking for a quick win, sweetheart. Stress makes your brain crave a hit of control and comfort, and buying something gives you both in about 11 seconds. It's not weakness, it's chemistry. Your body's going, everything's on fire, and shopping whispers back, here's one small thing you can decide. The problem isn't that you're weak, it's that you found a coping tool that comes with a receipt. Which brings us to, is emotional spending a real thing? Oh, it is so real. Emotional spending is when you're buying to change how you feel, not to meet an actual need. Bored, lonely, anxious, celebrating, grieving, different feeling, same cart. And listen, it works for a second. That's the trap. It genuinely soothes you, for about as long as it takes the box to arrive. Then the feeling comes back, but now it's got interest and a return window. So how do I actually stop buying things I don't need? You don't white knuckle it, you interrupt it. Put a pause between the urge and the purchase. Wait 24 hours. Unfollow the accounts that make you feel behind. And here's the big one nobody says out loud. Figure out what feeling you're really trying to buy. Are you tired? Rest is free. Lonely? Call somebody. Overwhelmed? Sweetheart, you don't need another organizing bin. You need to deal with the pile you've got. Name the feeling and the cart loses its power. And last, what is underconsumption core? Underconsumption core is 2026's plot twist. For years, the internet sold us more, more, more. Hauls, dupes, everything in every color. Underconsumption core is the backlash. It's people proudly using stuff up, wearing the same 5 outfits, finishing the shampoo before buying new shampoo. Revolutionary, I know. It's basically just what our grandmothers called Tuesday. But here's why it matters. It's not about deprivation. It's about being satisfied with enough. And enough, y'all? Enough is a really peaceful place to live. So put it all together. We overbuy because feelings are loud and carts are quiet and fast. The fix isn't shame, it's a pause. It's space between the impulse and the oh no. And that, my loves, is where I'm gonna gently, gently bring in your way storage. Not as an ad, as a metaphor that happens to have a roll-up door. Here's what I've learned. Sometimes you're mid-no-buy year and you've got a house full of stuff you're not ready to sell, not ready to trash, and definitely not ready to feel about yet. The bread maker, the tag graveyard, the exercise equipment currently functioning as a coat rack. And every organizing girly online tells you, just declutter, like your clutter is a Saturday and not a decade. But letting go is a process, not a purge, and you can't force a season you're not in. So here's the reframe. A Your Way unit is the pause button between I bought it and I have to deal with it. It's a place to set the stuff down, out of your hallway, out of your face, out of your nervous system, so you can breathe and decide with a clear head instead of a guilty one. You're not hiding it, you're giving it a waiting room. Some of it you'll keep, a lot of it you'll release. All of it gets easier to face when it's not avalanching out of your coat closet every time you reach for a jacket. Clean space, real prices, and then the price you see online is the price you pay. No mystery math. Because the last thing a woman clawing her way out of impulse spending needs is a surprise fee. We've had enough surprises this year, sweetheart. That's it. That's the whole pitch. Space to think. Room to let go on your own timeline. So here's your homework, y'all. Tonight, before you tap buy, ask one question. Am I hungry for this? Or am I just tired, sad, or bored? And if the answer is, I'm tired, babe, close the app. The cart will survive. It always does. Because here's the truth underneath all the jokes. You were never trying to buy stuff. You were trying to buy peace. And peace doesn't ship. It doesn't come in a box. It comes from making room in your house, in your budget, in your heart, for the version of you that's already enough. You don't have to earn her with a purchase. She's already here. And when you're ready to make that room, literal room, we're right here. Got emotional baggage? We've got units. Because peace deserves space to breathe. And when life gets messy, store it your way. Head to yourwaystorage.com and book yours in 60 seconds, which is less time than you've spent avoiding this decision. The price you see is the price you pay, sweetheart. Because your peace deserves square footage, not another year in the garage. So go on now. When life gets messy, store it your way.